What is pressure? Objective. Identify pressure as a force acting on a unit area. Key term. Pressure. Force per unit area. Force and area. The amount of force acting on a unit of area is called pressure. Pressure is equal to force divided by area. Suppose you hold a can as shown in figure 12.23. If the can weighs 10 newtons, it presses down on your hand with a force of 10 newtons. Now suppose the bottom of the can has an area of 100 centimeters squared. The pressure caused by the weight of the can on your hand can be found by using the equation pressure equals force divided by area. 1. Calculate. How much pressure is produced by a 30 Newton force acting on an area of 10 meters squared? Changing pressure. Pressure can be changed by changing the force. When the area stays the same, increasing the amount of force increases the pressure. Think of a pencil point. Press the point gently against a piece of modeling clay. The point of the pencil will make a small dent in the clay. If you press a little harder, you increase the force and the pressure. The pencil point will sink deeper into the clay. Pressure can also be changed by changing the area on which the force is pushing. If you apply the same amount of force to a larger area, the pressure is decreased. Think of the same pencil. Turn it around and gently press the eraser against the clay with the same force you used before. The pencil will barely make a mark on the clay. If you increase the force, the eraser will dent the clay but will not sink into the clay as far as the pencil point did. This shows that the pressure applied with the eraser is less than the pressure applied with the point of a pencil. 2. List. What are two ways to change the amount of pressure being exerted? Pressure in nature. Pressure can also be found and felt in nature. When pumped into a tire or a balloon, air exerts pressure to keep the item inflated. The air pressure in a tire can be great enough to support the weight of a truck. The pressure exerted by moving air, or wind, can turn the vanes of a windmill or keep a kite flying. Deep below Earth's surface, pressure is very great. The weight of rocks and soil above can cause dramatic changes in rocks at great depths. Pressures build up to cause volcanoes to erupt and earthquakes to occur. 3. List. Name some examples of pressure in nature. Checking concepts. 1. Pressure is equal to force divided by blank. 2. Pressure can be measured in blank centimeters squared. 3. You can decrease pressure by blank the amount of force on the same area. 4. If you increase the area on which a force acts, you will blank the pressure. Thinking critically. 5. Calculate. Find the amount of pressure for each of the following examples. A. How much pressure is applied when a 50 Newton force acts over an area of 10 meters squared? B. What will happen to the pressure if the force is increased to 60 newtons? C. How could you decrease the pressure from 6 newtons per meter squared to 3 newtons per meter squared? 6. Analyze. A rectangular building brick rests on a tabletop. How can you change the amount of pressure the brick exerts on the tabletop? 7. Analyze. You can get a stronger spray of water from a garden hose if you make the opening of the hose smaller. Explain why.